There are many things that I really enjoy doing. And one of my most favorite things that I enjoy doing is to eat. I love eating. And one of my favorite foods in the whole world are samosas. There are many variations of samosas. Samosas are a fried or baked pastry with a savory filling such as spiced potatoes, onions, peas, cheese, beef, or any meat really, and vegetables. My name is Muhammad Omar, and today I will be demonstrating how to make my favorite fried variation, which is a cheese and vegetable filled samosa. Like any dish, we will start by gathering the proper ingredients. The first and most important ingredient is the flour pastry rolls. The flour pastry rolls is what we will be filling today. You can find these pre-made flour pastry rolls at almost any Middle Eastern and Asian grocery store. The second ingredient is going to be one of our two bases that we'll be using, and that is feta cheese. Feta cheese, for those of you who don't know or are familiar with, is a Greek brine cured white cheese made from sheep's milk. It has a tangy and salty flavor. The third ingredient will be the first part of our vegetable base, which will be carrots. The fourth ingredient is cilantro, and the fifth and final ingredient is plain yogurt. Now that we have our ingredients, we have to make sure we have the proper kitchenware. To properly prepare this samosa, we will need a knife, a grater, a fork, a spoon, a bowl, a cutting board, and a frying pan. The third step to making our samosa is to grate the carrots. So we're going to grab the grater, carrot, and we're just going to start grating it. The samosa first originated in Middle East and Central Asia, and samosas are a really old dish, and for the dish has been found in Arab cookbooks as early as the 11th century. According to Justin Russell in a BBC News article, the samosa is first mentioned in literature by Persian historian Abul Fazl Bukhari, writing in his 11th century cookbook. Okay. Now that we grated the carrot, we're going to chop up our cilantro. We will now chop up the cilantro as much as we can. Just want to get them as small as possible. Just keep chopping. Very easy. And so also, according to an article written on worldly.com, it is known that back in the 13th century, samosas used to be eaten by royalty. In India, they used to be eaten by kings, princes, noblemen, and have always been a part of massive feasts. Now that we have chopped up our cilantro and carrot and grated our carrot, we will now be moving on to the feta cheese. We will be grating the feta cheese onto the cutting board as well. So we're going to grab not too much. And grab it with our spoon. And honestly, it doesn't take much to grate. Just grate it on the side here, and I'm just grab a little bit more feta cheese and just put it on top of the cilantro for now. Okay, now that we have grated, chopped all of our ingredients, we're going to transfer them over onto our bowl. Okay, now that everything's in our bowl, it's very important that we mix them up. And as we're mixing, you want to just kind of chop up whatever that we missed with our knife and whatever didn't get grated properly. But we really want to get that feta mixed in with all of our vegetables. Now, this is the fun part. We're going to be making the actual samosa. We're going to be filling them. So the first thing you're going to do is grab a singular sheet, like so. Lay it flat onto our cutting board, and we're going to be cutting the sheet into 3 equal sections, so in thirds. So the first one right here on the far right, you want to try to make it as straight as possible and as equal as possible. So you want them to be 3 equally sized pieces. And once we've done that, we're going to grab our spoon, our bowl with our mixture, and you're gonna grab about half a tablespoonful of our mixture. And once you grab that, you're gonna place that on the very top of the sheet. Now that we have it on top of our sheet, we're gonna grab the far right top side of the sheet, and we're gonna fold this down into a triangle going downwards like so. And then we're gonna grab the far left side, the top side now, and we're just gonna fold that down into another triangle. And we're just gonna repeat this pattern until we get to the end. And now that we're at the end, this is the most important part, and that's folding it shut into a triangle. So that's when you grab our fifth and final ingredient, which is the plain yogurt. You're gonna just grab some with your finger, and you're gonna use this as an adhesive. It's gonna be used as a paste to seal the samosa shut into a triangle, and you're done. And that's how you make and construct your samosa. Now that we constructed the samosa, it is important to get our oil and pan ready to fry them. So we got our pan, we're gonna fill it up with some oil. Okay. Oops. Okay, once we fill that up, we're gonna wait till our oil heats up a little bit. And while it's heating up, you just wanna make sure you got all of them nice and tight and in triangle form. Alright, so we're gonna fry these. Samosas are originally named after the ancient pyramids, Samsa, so that's where the name comes from. And we're just gonna use a spoon and fry these. And once these are fried, your goal is to make them golden brown. You need them kind of crispy. So once they're golden brown, you pull them out. And now this is our fried samosa. It's a beautiful golden brown color, and this is my favorite part of the whole process, and that is to eat and enjoy this delicious samosa. Delicious.